Boy, I really want to get back to Legend of Zelda, but we still got some business to take care of this week.
Hello there.
Hello there. It is time for the monthly tier lists. I got a bunch here submitted. I have a couple that I've been sitting on for a while. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I think the tier list thing, as much as we've all liked it, might be running a little thin because we're kind of running out of stuff. Because I don't have many left. I didn't get submitted a bunch. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see at the beginning of next month if we're going to do another one. We're also repeating a lot. So there is that. But we have a bunch here that we're going to do. I have a couple of nice long ones. And you can make your own. I can, but I feel like it's better if I feel like it's too biased if I make my own, you know? I like to be submitted, but I like to have them submitted to me. We'll see. I've been thinking about doing other stuff as well. You know, we've been talking about that for a while, so maybe I don't know. Maybe we'll skip a month and see. Maybe we'll do something else. I don't know. Maybe we'll do the YouTube stream I've been talking about, or maybe me and Freakbot will finally get our riff show off the ground that we've been talking about for a year. Don't know yet. Anyway, let's see what we have. So we have a bunch of good ones, some submitted, some I had. Let's start with something relevant, as usual. Stardew Valley characters with ads, even though I have ad block. Stop. Go away. I said go away. So yeah, we kind of we were playing Stardew Valley again, and we're gonna put it down for a while, but we have the characters here, so we can do those. Probably won't take too long on this one. I think we pretty much know everybody here. What, Bear? Who is Bear? I don't know who Bear is. Hold on. As per the usual. Who? Alright. I don't think we've ever encountered this guy. So there, he's gonna go there. Alright. Hat Mouse is S tier. Because it's Hat Mouse. Best character in the game. We have Abigail, who is my girl until Emily became marryable. So she's S tier. Alex, he's alright. I never really did much with him in any of my playthroughs. He's like, his whole personality is jock. He is jock. He plays the football. And he works out. And he kind of looks like a Ben 10 character. He looks like an alternate version Ben 10. Maybe if I knew him a little bit better. Okay, so this is the bouncer at the Oasis. I don't know anything about this guy. I like I said, I didn't really do much with. This is Mr. Key, by the way, the guy that sent the note. I don't think I did a whole lot with him. Maybe when we return to the game, we'll explore that a little bit more. The bouncer, yeah, I don't know. I guess. I don't know anything about him. So, there's Caroline, who gave us the really cool recipe for the tea leaf things. So, you know what? We're going to put her in B tier. She's cool. Her tea gave us weird visions, but, you know. We have Clint, the Lonely Blacksmith. The Lonely Blacksmith sounds like the title of a song. Alright. Clint, he's helpful, but he's also, like, sad. He needs to talk to somebody. He needs help. He needs to get his Percocets from Harvey. Clint Flintwood.
Hey, listen.
Oh yeah, by the way, guys, I added a whole bunch of Legend of Zelda sound effects in preparation for the return to Tears of the Kingdom. The one that I really wanted was not on the thing I used to get the sounds. It's the clip from the Zelda commercial where the kid is like, "Whoa, nice graphics." That one wasn't available. I have to make that and upload it myself. I also need to do the one I've been wanting for a while is the line from Megaforce where the guy goes, "The good guys always win, even in the 80s." I have them both on my desktop. I downloaded them, so I gotta get on that. I don't know like a really good efficient way to convert video to audio aside from just running it through my video editing program. But if anybody knows of a good way to convert like a small clip from a video into just an audio clip, let me know. Anyway, Demetrius, aka Egon, I like to call him. He's cool also. But he's like another one-note character. He's like, "I'm Mr. Science Man." And that's it. The dwarf, I forget if he has a name or not, but I do like the dwarf. Sells cool things, and he's cool. Look at him. You give me a character that's just like hidden in the shadow, and you just see their eyes like this, and I immediately like it. Then we have Elliot, aka Fabio, who still cannot believe it's not butter. That's an old reference. Another one I never really did anything with, but he's charming and he's got roguish good looks, so you know it will make him a high C. Cannot resist the handsomeness. Oh no, he's hot. And then of course we got my girl Emily, who's, you know, top tier, S tier. Y'all should know by now. Evelyn and George. Evelyn is very nice. George is grumpy, but he's also like funny grumpy. So, yeah. This is the guy that's sitting in the chair at the Explorers Guild. I don't know much about him. He gives you the prizes for the. Actually, you know what? I'll put him up one because he gives you the prizes for the killing the monster quests. This is the governor from that one event where you make the soup. Listen, not every character is great, you know. And then there's Grandpa. You know what? I should just, because it's Grandpa, I should just put him up in A tier because it's Grandpa. There's Gunther from the museum, aka Human Blathers, who's not afraid of bugs. I would assume. He's pretty good also, but he's not that interesting. At least, because you can't do quests for him. You just bring the stuff, he gives you a prize, and then eventually he gives you the keys to the sewers. There's Gus, who makes the food at the saloon. You know what? I like Gus. I'm going to put him in B tier. Then there's Haley, aka Worst Girl. I guess she's not like as bad as some of these, but I put her in D tier. Harvey, who's the doctor. I'm gonna put him next to Clint so they can talk. He can talk about his depression. I don't know who this guy is. A goblin? There's a goblin in the game now. There's still so much about that game that I still haven't explored, which is why I want to go back to it at some point. There's still a lot of events and places that they added. Apparently, they're still updating the game too, so that's kind of cool. Haven't met you, so I can't really say for sure. Jazz is nice. She's just a little off-putting. I'm gonna put her in C. Jody, aka the most forgettable character in the entire game. I mean, she was my Secret Santa. She gave me a wine. A wine. The Junimos. We like the Junimos. The Junimos go in S tier. They're the spirits of the forest, and they're squishy. Kent, that's Jody's husband. You know what? They can stay together. We haven't really done much with him. I don't think I've done much with him at all. God, there's so many characters I haven't really, like, done anything with, because I keep forgetting about them. There's Krobus, who we haven't met in my playthrough, but I have met in previous playthroughs. Spoilers ahead for Stardew Valley. This guy lives in the sewers, and he sells you stuff. Krobus. You know what? I like Krobus. We'll put Krobus in B tier. Oh, he looks weird. Look at that. Look how different. He's like hidden in the shadows. It's creepy. Leah, who was going to be my choice for wife if Emily didn't draw me in. So you know what? She will go in A tier because she'd be my third pick. At least with Animal Crossing, we can easily identify them. Yeah, pretty much. Mayor Lewis. I'll give him a B tier because he's an important character. He just needs to stop with his promiscuity with Marnie. We'll get to her in a minute. Linus, I feel bad for. And I know he does give you good stuff. So we'll put him in B tier. Dude from the Explorers Guild. Can't remember his name. But he's also cool. You know what? Put him in there. Marnie, who sells you the animals. I'm going to put her in A tier above Mayor Lewis. Above Mayor Lewis. Maru, who, again, I never really did a whole lot with. That cutscene we had with her in the, I think it was the previous stream, or was it the stream before? The cutscene we had with her was like the first time I had that cutscene. And then Demetrius got mad. So, you know what? There you go. I'm already in a relationship. Don't worry. And then we have Morris, the owner of Jojamart, who likes to come into Pierre's place and undercut the competition. You go in F tier, where you belong. Mr. Key. Okay. You know what? I'm going to put this guy down here. I'm going to put Mr. Key here as well, because like I said, I never really did much with him. I know who these guys are, as opposed to Bear and Goblin. But, if I knew them better, maybe we can talk. So this is the guy that sells you the mermaid pendant that you use to propose. He's cool, but he only shows up on rainy days. So that's kind of a problem. Pam. Everyone's favorite drunk mom who drives the bus, hopefully sober. She's okay, I guess. Penny is great. I'm gonna put Penny in A tier. Pierre. I like Pierre, but he's kind of conceited. I put him in B tier. Robin, I like. Robin's cool. Boy, there's a lot of redheads in this valley, huh? Sam is boring as hell. But he looks like a Super Saiyan, so I put him in D tier. You know what? He can hang out with his buddy Alex. I guess. Are they buddies? I don't remember. Sandy is great, but again, she doesn't really have a lot of personality. I don't think you can, like, do anything with her. You just have a cutscene with her at the Oasis, and then she just sells you stuff, and that's it. Alright, Sebastian, the resident emo. I'm gonna... Yeah, he's okay. He's okay. We can put him in here. He likes frogs. He can hang out with... Too bad there's no frog characters. We can have them hang out. Shane. Shane is... Okay, look, I know Shane is very popular. I found this out recently. Shane is a very, very popular villager among players. I never really did a lot with him. Shane, no. He's better than Shane Dawson. He's way better. Then we have the traveling vendor. I like how it's just her head, because that's really all you ever see of her. Oh, man. If only... Okay, listen. If you had brought me the truffle and or the rabbit's foot before we ended the last stream, I would have put you in S tier, but you did help us a little bit with the playthrough. So you know what? You can have A tier. I'm only doing this because I like your pig, who should be also on the list. There's Vincent. You can hang out with Jazz, I guess. Willie, who sells you the fishing rods. We like Willie. He's cool. Actually, you know what? Willie can go in A tier. We like Willie. And finally, Rasmodius, the wizard. Again, I never really got to know him in any of my playthroughs, aside from maybe the occasional dropping by. But, yeah. That's the list. There we go. Let me just look it over one more time, make sure. Okay. Alright. We will return to Stardew Valley one of these days. But until then, we will be elbow deep in Tears of the Wild Kingdom. The Wild Kingdom. Alright. So next up, we have submitted by Movie Brat. I mentioned in, I think, the previous tier list stream that I would do a Cartoon Crush tier list if we could find or someone would make one of 18 plus characters, and Movie Brat decided he was going to do that. So here it is. Finally doing the Cartoon Crush tier list. It is very short, thankfully. These are his picks, by the way, not mine. Or not anyone else's. So... It's very short, but it's okay. They're all in their 20s or over. Okay, well, that's good to know. I'd be down for doing another one if anybody has another personal pick list. I might need help identifying a couple of these characters, just FYI, but not April O'Neil from OG Ninja Turtles, who is not the best April, but a very good April. So, and some of them aren't furries, which is good. I know some of them aren't. Anyway, April O'Neil, OG April O'Neil. If I had to pick a favorite April O'Neil from any of the Ninja Turtles, 2003 Ninja Turtles April is really good. I liked 2012 April. I didn't at first, but she did grow on me a bit. Yet 2003, I think this April and 2003 April are the only like over 20 Aprils. All the others have become children. So anyway, OG April, you know what? She's an S tier. Absolutely. 100%. Alright, so we have Andra? Wow, did I already forget? From Masters of the Universe Revelation. Andra, okay. Wow, I'm amazed I remembered her name. Yeah, she was cool. Same show. She was cool. I'm trying... Okay, listen, I haven't actually watched Revelation in a while. So, I'm trying to remember things she... I know she helped reconstruct the sword. And... she's... Okay, here's the thing. We don't really know a lot about her, do we? She's a character that just kind of showed up. And that doesn't make her bad. It's just like where, like, okay. When I first saw this character, when I first heard about this character, I thought she was gonna end up being like Clamp Champ's daughter or something. And you know what? That would have been cool. That would have at least given her like a connection to the rest of the show, to the rest of the characters. I think she's okay. I'm gonna put her in B tier. Okay, so now we have Janet Van Dyne, the Wasp, from Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes, specifically. I actually really like this version of the Wasp. I think she has a lot of personality. I like the design of the costume. And, I think she added a lot to the group, too. So, you know what? I'm gonna put her... I'll put her in A tier. I think that's fair. Whomst is this? I recognize some of the ones coming up, but Black Widow from 2017 Spider-Man. Oh boy, I didn't watch. Well, I think I did watch that show, but I never really watched a lot of it because Spider-Man is there's too many Spider-Man shows. We didn't need another one, especially that quickly. Just on appearance, she looks all right. It is Black Widow. Is she basically the same character as like typical Black Widow, or did they do anything like different with her? She is? Okay. All right. Okay. Well, I think I'll put her also in the middle because I didn't really watch her or that show too much. Okay, now we got Scarlet from OG G.I. Joe. Now we're working at my speed, okay? Scarlet's awesome. I will put her in A tier. Now we have Sue Storm, the Invisible Woman, specifically from the Moonscoop Fantastic Four cartoon, the French one. Okay, arguably that is the best Fantastic Four show out of all of them. That doesn't say much for the others, but but I did like the design of this one. I feel like the animation, I'm not really judging her based on the show, but the animation in that was a little crude at times, but I did like her. I think the design works very well. Did they cast Sue Storm yet for the new Fantastic Four movie? Because I saw something online that someone said, oh they haven't. So I saw something online that someone posted about because of the whole Jonathan Majors thing. Someone suggested that they recast Kang with oh wow, shit, my brain is not working. John Boyega. So John Boyega is the new Kang, and then cast Adam Driver as Reed Richards. how hilarious would that be? You know how badly that would fuck with people? Remember Will Smith is good. Well, unfortunately, we're probably not going to see Will Smith for a while still. But I do think John Boyega would be a great pick for Kang. And then, like I said, Adam Driver as Reed Richards. And what the hell, make Daisy Ridley Sue Storm just to fuck with people further. And then they can meet. Then they can meet Moon Knight. I'm sorry, I'm in full troll mode right now. I need to stop. We need to stop. Alright. So next up we have CoverGirl. In my opinion, the most underrated of the Joe girls. Here's the thing. I feel like CoverGirl gets a little overlooked because she looks very, very similar to Scarlet. So I think a lot of people kind of lost. CoverGirl got kind of lost. I feel like I think they changed her design up a little bit in recent stuff. I picked up her her classified figure recently, and I did they like it had art on it that was very more distinct from Scarlet, so that's good. You know what? I do like CoverGirl though. I'm gonna put her in A tier. Then we have Elsa from Frozen. Not a big Frozen fan. I didn't really like it when I first watched it, but over time I started to appreciate the things about it. Especially like the animation, the setting, and the spoilers, the misleading villain. Frozen 2. So I didn't watch Frozen 2. I'm not really interested in it. Elsa is okay. And I'm not... All right, now we gotta. I noticed there's a bunch of gem girls here. Let's consolidate the gem girls. All right. Obviously, this is Gem. I didn't really watch Gem that much. I had a cousin who was really into Gem at the time. Because she had, like, the hair and everything. And the clothes. Don't ever let anyone tell you the 80s was not flashy in real life. Anyone who says that wasn't in the 80s. I was there. I seen it. You see the entire yeah, it's, I don't know, it's not like it has a lot of appeal to it, but it's not, it never really like took me like G.I. Joe did, because I was a G.I. Joe fan, and I know it was a supposed shared universe, but all right, well, we're not judging the show, we're judging the characters. I don't remember all these other characters. That's Gem / Jerica. I thought this was Gem also, but that's clearly a different character, right? Yeah, because she has the earrings. That's how she transforms. Well, regardless of how you feel about the cartoon, I think we can all agree the movie was an absolute insult to everyone forever. I don't remember them their personality-wise. I guess I'll put Gem in... Yeah, I'll put her in A tier, and then I'll put the rest of the Gem crew in B tier, because I'm basing them mostly on aesthetics. Especially thinking, yeah. Can I give a hot take on Gem? The music in it was not that great. The music, y'all look, they really do. The music was not that. Sometimes they would have a hit. Other times it was just like, nah. I mean, the intro was great. Occasionally there'd be a song that was good, but sometimes it wasn't working for me. You know, if you're gonna make a show based solely around music, you gotta make that music, like, good. Like, that has to be the most bestest thing about the show. You gotta focus on that. Alright, well, anyway, that's Gem. So now we have... What's her name from Gargoyles? Angela? No, Angela was another character, right? You know, after scientists who specialize in later... Oh, really? I didn't know that, actually. Eliza, okay. I said Angela. I was kind of close, but Angela was another character, if I remember correctly. I have to admit, my Gargoyles knowledge is very rusty. I wish it wasn't, but it is. I really need to rewatch the show at some point. I don't even think I watched Season 3 of Gargoyles. Although I'm told Season 3 is not the best. At least not compared to the other ones. So yeah, she's cool. People do compare her to April O'Neil. It's basically the same of Angela's... Okay, alright. People do compare her to April O'Neil, because that is basically what her role is, except she's a cop and not a reporter. Arguably making her better than April. I do remember the gun episode. That was insane. I can't believe they went that far with that episode. Like, even I'm in shock. You know what? You're going in S tier. I like you. He's good. Why? Have you not seen the gun episode of Gargoyles? Alluro? If not, you should track that down and watch it. Yeah, they went like they were like, yeah, oh yeah, you see, okay, all right. Anyway, who is this? Who's this character? It's almost the episode. I believe it is banned. Yeah. It's almost as shocking as the drugs episode of Brave Star. Which, hopefully, if I ever get to review Brave Star, I will talk about, because that needs to be talked about, and nobody talks about that. The episode is on Disney. Okay, that's good. So this is Wasp from Avengers Assembled, and not really digging this as much as it. Like look at these two next to each other. Aesthetically, which one would you pick? Just strictly aesthetically. Okay, I didn't watch that much of Avengers Assembled. I was kind of bummed because this had ended and then this came up and it wasn't as good. So strictly from aesthetics, I guess she can be a B. All right, now we have Mrs. Incredible, aka Supermom. I mean, why would you not put her in S tier? Let's be real. And now we have Zorana from G.I. Joe. That's Zartan's sister. Zartan had a brother and sister. Nobody remembers the brother, but everybody remembers her. Because she had that one scene in G.I. Joe the movie where she undressed. And then the Dreadnoks tried to hit on her and she kicked the shit out of her. Like, I didn't know it was you! Anyway. She's cool, but I don't think she's as cool as CoverGirl or Scarlet. I'm gonna put her in B. She's the bad girl, but she's not. These two are better. Okay, this is a... There's Zorana Gross. I think I found her someone. Okay, this is a character from... Where's Baroness? You know what? That's a very good... Also, there is no Lady J either. Anne's mom from Amphibia. Okay. I should mention that I am still watching Amphibia. I have not met her mom yet. I have not seen an episode with her mom in it yet. I tell you what I did. I recently saw the episode where they met Frog Grunkle Stan. Voiced by Alex Hirsch in the Grunkle Stan voice. That episode was great. It may be one of the best episodes I've seen so far, and it made me want to watch Gravity Falls again. Hey, Mr. Pond, you ever think that we exist in a parallel universe, completely oblivious to each other's existence? Frog Seuss, have you been licking yourself again? Yup. Yeah, that episode was really good. The last episode I saw was the one where they met Marcy. I like Marcy. Marcy's cool. She was not at all what I was expecting either. Actually, so you know what? Because of... Oh. That was not what I was trying to do. With this one. Add row. Just gonna... Not seen yet. Yeah, I did like Marcy though. So, again, she was not what I was expecting her to be. And I like that she's more friendly than Sasha was, at least so far. I don't know where the show's gonna go, and do not spoil it for me. Watching it, making it through it. Things will get intense. I can already tell it's gonna get intense. I'm just waiting to see how it's gonna, like, unfold. So... Yeah. She, what I was expecting of her was, okay, because they established Sasha was like a controlling, like, bossy bully type, I was expecting Marcy to be like her, like, also kind of like that, because when they showed her a couple of times in season 1, she didn't really come off as anything, so I was expecting her to be the same. Maybe at the time they didn't know what they were doing with the character, so they just kind of left her a mystery or something. But I was kind of expecting them to be like... I was expecting the two of them to be like you know, they like team up to push Anne around, you know, while saying that they're her friends, you know that whole bit. But it was cool. She's She likes playing Dungeons and what was the Caverns and Creatures, and she's like totally into the world and everything. Yeah, she's cool. Anyway, Poison Ivy, from the animated series, specifically, the later season animated series where they changed all the character designs for some reason. Design I like more. I will admit she's one of the better ones that were redesigned. A lot of the other ones, not so much, but yeah. People, well, I guess, you know, now Poison Ivy's more like, closer to hero than villain, as opposed to how she started, because people were pointing out, you know, how she's a naturalist going after corporations, and I'm like, oh, you know what, yeah, why are we mad at her? She's kind of right. Scarecrow redesign, look, I don't remember what he looked like in the redesign. Anyway, you know, Poison Ivy, I like Poison Ivy, put her in A. Jane from Tarzan? He's horrifying looking. I'm gonna have to look that up later. Oh yeah, I almost said Jane Foster. This is Jane Foster. This is Jane Porter. You know what? I don't remember much of Tarzan. It's a Disney movie I don't really think about very often. But I guess from what I know just generally about the character, not from the movie, but not just from the movie, but from, you know, other adaptations, she's all right too, I guess. Put her with Elsa. She can hang out with Elsa. Whomst is this? Also, whomst is this? Meridian from Strange World. I've not seen Strange World, so that will have to go in there. I kind of do want to watch Strange World because it's like I was just talking about this the other day, how I love like science fiction that's weird. Like the weirder the science fiction, the better for me. So I should watch that at some point. But then again, I'm behind in everything. Who is this? Strange World. It's not great. Really? Basically got cut off, so there's a second to last. This one? The mom from Turning Red. Alright, well, unfortunately, it's also not seen Turning Red. Alright, but now we got Rogue from OG X-Men, the animated series. Hell yeah. You know, obviously we all love Rogue, but there's, you know, a very clear downside to her that everyone knows. As you put Rogue in S tier. Dude, she'll like sap your strength. What's I do like this version. Who cares? Jeez, Freakbot, calm down. I mean, aside from that, I don't see any other reason why she shouldn't be. I do really like this version of Rogue, the one that has the extra powers. You know what? Yes. If I'm going out, I'm going out happy. He died doing what he loved. Rogue. It didn't stop around. You know what? You know what? You have a point. Yeah, and now we have Captain Carter from What If. Specifically What If, not the version that got her ass handed to her by Wanda in the movie. Spoilers. Yeah, she's cool too. We don't really know that much about her other than cool. Yeah, we don't know that much about. See, we got to know Steve, and that's the thing. So again, I guess she's. You know what? Yeah, fine. And now we have actual Jane Foster, not to be confused with Jane Porter. Too many Janes up in here. Avengers Assembled. Okay, yeah, that's the thing. Like, I didn't watch Avengers Assembled enough to remember some of these characters. All we know is she has a British accent. You know what? That's perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, again, because I didn't watch a lot of Avengers Assembled, I guess I'll put her there just on aesthetics alone. And now we have Shakti from Clone Wars. Nobody gave a shit about this character until Genndy Tartakovsky made her awesome.
Well, excuse me, princess.
Sorry. That's what, yeah. Yeah, she was awesome in the miniseries. She wasn't in the Clone Wars show much. But she was really cool, and you know what? You get A tier. And now we have Storm. I believe this is from Avengers. X-Men Evolution Storm. Yeah, she's very underutilized. She was supposed to have a death scene though. Like that was a cut that was like a cut scene from episode 3, I think. And then she was in Force Unleashed when Starkiller went to go get her. Alright, well there's Storm from X-Men Evolution. I do like this version of Storm a lot. I would say every version of Storm so far has been pretty good, except for the movie version, but that's Halle Berry. Anyway, you know what? You go next to Rogue. You can hang out with the two best characters. Yeah, well, it's not canon anymore at the very least. But it should be. Actually, no, I think if they made it canon, it would... Well, if they tried to make it canon, they'd have to do a lot of overhaul and... Ugh, God. Disney, why did you have to get rid of the expanded universe? It was so good. I understand it was a lot of paperwork, but come on. Still eagerly awaiting Dave Filoni to adapt the Shadows of the Empire. Yeah, I know. I mean, at least they're drawing from it and giving us some stuff out of it. Alright, so now we have Teela, specifically from Revelation. You can hang out with Andra, I guess. And go beat up Stinkor. Okay, this is the lady from Owl House, which I have not watched yet. I'm probably going to get to that after Amphibia. I don't know anything about Owl House. I'm trying to stay in the dark about it. The only thing I know about Owl House is there was a meme going around where it was like she had a copy of Pokemon the first movie on VHS, and she was showing it to like one of the kids, and the kid goes, "This looks ancient," and then she goes, "No, this came out 22 years ago. I saw this in the theaters." That's all I know about Owl House. The joke is she's old. I don't even know what the context of that scene was supposed to be. Okay, again, Avengers Assembled. I didn't watch a whole lot. I know her mostly from Earth's Mightiest Heroes, and I liked her in that. I guess she can hang out with the other Avengers Assembled ladies that I've not gotten to watch. This character is from... Don't tell me. It's a Cartoon Network show. I can tell by the design. Greg of the Creek? Ranger Tabs from... Oh, We Bear Bear... Okay. Why did I think she was from Craig of the Creek? I don't, doesn't matter. A lot of this era Cartoon Network shows kind of look the same. But, I didn't watch a lot of We Bare Bear, so I don't really know the character that well. And is this character from Encanto or Enchanto? Because I haven't watched that either. All right, well, unfortunately, I got some work to do. I got a lot of watching. You notice how they're almost entirely Disney? I don't know if that means anything. Probably just a coincidence. Well, all right. That is the Cartoon Crush tier list that Movie Brat made for us. I'm okay doing more of these if anybody wants to make one. We were talking earlier about how we're kind of running out of ideas for tier lists. You know what's one thing that I didn't want to bring this up, but you know what's one thing that I've seen a lot of YouTubers and streamers do? And I was reluctant to do it. I was reluctant to bring this up, but a lot of people do it and it gets very popular and it might be fun. Maybe we do a smasher pass on something at some point. Just throwing that out there. Anyway. Oh no. Oh, I've done that, yeah. I know there's some out there. Sometimes people make some specifically for streamers, you know, to their liking and, you know, for the content. But yeah. I might be down for that if we can't come up with a tier list. Tier rank of my videos. Like, rank them from age well or doesn't age well. It'll basically just be the earliest videos all the way up to the recent videos, I guess. Alright, anyway, that is the Cartoon Crush tier list. Thank you for making this. Again, I'm down for more if people want to do it. We don't have to take this too seriously, by the way. But like I said, we might be running out of ideas for tier lists. We're repeating a lot, and I just haven't been getting a lot of requests. Maybe we'll take a month off. Maybe we'll do something else. I don't know yet. But yeah, I wanted to get some more tier lists for at least this stream. So then I found this one. So apparently today was International Donut Day. So I got a donut tier list. The best I could do here. RuPaul, go away. I don't want to talk to you right now. I'm doing donuts. Yeah, Dunkin' Donuts had their free donut day. Unfortunately, I didn't go and get one because you had to get a drink with it. You didn't just get a free donut, which sucks. Yeah, there's a lot of goodies here. Let's start. Let's just start at the beginning. Apple fritter. Apple pastries are usually very good. Not my go-to donut though. We'll put that in the middle. That's fine. If it's in the box and it's left over, I'm getting it. These images are making me drool. This isn't the best tier list. I had to find one that had, you know, the names on it. So we have baked. This is a baked donut, not a fried donut. That's the more like cake donuts, not how it usually is. And it's chocolate with sprinkles, vanilla icing. Marvelous. I would have that over an apple fritter. Then we have a bear claw. I don't think I've ever had a bear claw. Or maybe I have at some point. But you know, it's a lot of these, let's be honest, are the same. It's just glaze and fat. Just fat. I'll put it in B tier. Blueberry cake donut. Another cake donut, except this one's blueberry. You know what? Blueberry is one of those things where I'm like, I'm not going to really like this, and then I try it, and then I end up liking it. So, you know what? I'll put that in B. Again, not my go-to. Boston cream, however. Oh. You give me, okay, anything that, okay, regular donuts are great, but you give me one that's like filled. You give me something with like an innard. Hell yeah. Because you got, look, the donuts, I get, you know, they have the shape. It's classic. It's iconic. But you got that empty space in the middle that you could very easily fill with some goodness. It just does not feel complete, you know? Donut store I usually go to. I don't know if this is like an international chain, but down here in Florida, we have a place called Dandy Donuts. They make good donuts. Krispy Kreme is really good too, especially if you can get it fresh. Dunkin' Donuts, of course, is your standby. The best donut place I have ever been to was when I took a trip to Austin. There's a place called Voodoo Donuts. Let me hold on one second. Let me pull up some Voodoo Donuts and show you what these insane things look like. First result, Voodoo Donuts. I don't want to buy your merch. Okay. Yeah, I think there are places like this. You can find places like this everywhere. But my God, look at this. Look at this insanity. Friggin', they put like cereal on top of the donuts. Vanilla frosting with Captain Crunch. Look, this one has a bubble gum still in the wrapper. Who does that? And you got the bacon maple bar with bacon on it, bacon donuts. They make all kinds of... What is this? Oh, it's the voodoo doll. It's just like... It's just the Homer. Oh, yeah, the pink frosted... Yeah, like the Simpsons. This looks good. What is this? Raised ring with chocolate frosting, hot chocolate powder, peanuts and caramel, and chocolate drizzle. It's so fattening. Is your normal stuff. What is this? What is that? What is this? Oh my God. The menu has expanded since I went here in like 2011. Devil's food cake with cinnamon sugar, cayenne pepper, and a dried red chili pepper. Why would you do this, you madman? Then we have the Marshall... Oh, I get it. Plain cake donut with vanilla frosting and mini M&Ms. Ah, yes, the Marshall Mathers. The Slim Shady. Double chocolate. It's a devil's food cake with chocolate. God, how did we get here? Oh no, we can't show that one. I might get in trouble for, why would they do this? Okay, my VTuber's blocking it. Good. Alright, well, that's Voodoo Donut. They make peanuts and cereal and sugar and M&Ms and peppers and bacon. God sent us here. The Grape Ape. Raised ring with vanilla frosting, grape dust, and purple sprinkles. Ooh. Grape dust. I've never heard of grape dust before. Strawberry Go-Tart. It looks like a... I guess it's supposed to be like a Pop-Tart. Breakfast nostalgia, but in donut form. Strawberry filling with vanilla frosting and poppin' sprinkles. Banana cream. I want one of these cannolis. Oh, the cannolis. They look so good. Paradise. What's this one? Raised shell filled with pineapple, coconut, Bavarian cream, decorated like a pineapple using vanilla frosting and topped with a umbrella. Portion of proceeds from each paradise sold will benefit the It Gets Better project. I don't know what that is, but that's a donut you want because it helps people. Okay, we need to the dirty old bastard. I didn't even notice that. Raised ring with chocolate frosting, chocolate cream filled cookies, peanut butter drizzle. Oh my God. Oh my God. We have to leave. We have to leave. We have to leave now. Get out of the store. You're going to buy too much donuts. Anyway, Buttermilk donut. You know what? I never tried that before. I'm gonna have to put a... Alright, well, I had never had a buttermilk donut before, but it sounds amazing. Then you got your standard chocolate, which is your go-to. I put that in A tier because it's not a Boston cream. Cinnamon twist. Oh, I'm not a big fan of cinnamon donuts, but I would, if it's still in the box, I would get it. Coconut. Coconut. It's not the taste, it's the consistency. Anyway. A croissant donut. I've never had that before, but it sounds amazing. Crumb cake donut. I've had crumb cake, but I've never had crumb cake donut. Sounds amazing. Devil's food donut. Oh. More of the cake donuts. The cake donuts are great because they're more hearty. Like a lot of these other donuts, like this one, it's like mostly air in the middle. This one is like solid. It's more substantial. Great, now making me want to get some donuts. I'm kind of wishing I got my free donut today, actually. I'll put that in B tier. Then you got the donut holes, or the munchkins, if you're at Dunkin' Donuts. Is anyone else weirded out that Dunkin' Donuts just calls themselves Dunkin' these days? Like, why'd they drop the donut? It is literally what made you famous. It's weird. Yeah, I don't get it either. But anyway, you got your little popper donuts. Those are good. You know what? Variety of flavor, small, easy to get, probably cheap. Hell yeah. Then you have the French, whatever these are called. These in New York, I think these are called they're called the Eyes of Saint Joseph or something weird, some weird name. These are like okay, you know how like the donut is more like a regular donut like this is like airy inside? This is like more airy. It's weird. It's like not as good as a regular donut, but it has like a weird... It's a weird experience biting into it. It's not bad, but if I had to choose between this and this, I'm taking this one. Then you got your standard glaze, which is your standby, again, just like your chocolate. That's your Krispy Kreme. And you got the glaze twist, which is basically the same thing. Transformers G1 tier list? No. I did not get that. Then you got your jelly donut. Again, anything filled, I'm there for it. Like this here eclair, or also known as Long John's, I think regional. Apple bacon donut. I have never tried it, but I absolutely would. Then you got, this is some other type of, you know what? I don't know what that is, but it's going next to the other one. That's okay. The old fashioned, I think I've had these a couple of times. They're more cake-like, but they're like weirdly shaped. And then we have the spud nut. I think that's just sprinkles on glaze, it looks like. Sure. Then consent for yeah, sure. We'll see if I'm gonna do tier list next month. Sure. If not, we'll probably skip a month. I'm not sure yet. All right, strawberry donut we just talked about it. The Homer made famous by The Simpsons. Believe it or not, I don't really like the strawberry that much, but I will absolutely. I don't think there's a single, except for maybe the coconut, there's not a single one of these I wouldn't try or have tried and loved. Sugar donut, different from the glazed donut. Probably your favorite. I don't know what this one is. It looks like the grape donut that we just saw. All right, I don't know what. I can't read what that says on the bottom. Looks good though. Then you got vanilla frosted as opposed to the chocolate frosted. These two are your yin and yang. This is the night and the day. The ebb and the flow of the donuts. What is this? This looks amazing. A woe nut. It's like, is that red velvet? Oh, red velvet donuts are so good. And it's got like what? It looks like Oreo. Hold on, I want to take a look at this. I'm gonna Google woe nut and see what happens. Woe nut. A woe nut. Duffel. What? Hybrid food made from a combination of cooking techniques and green. Hold on. Whoa, no. It's a waffle? That's not a waffle. Is a food made from a combination of cooking techniques and ingredients of a waffle and a donut mixture. A mixture of waffle batter and the donut dough are first poured into the waffle. Okay, this must be some different version. Or maybe the picture's bad. Alright, well, regardless. I haven't tried it, but I absolutely would. So there we go, donuts. For all your donut needs. Happy Free Donut Day, everybody. Hope you got your donut. I didn't, and now I regret. But you know what? I would have regretted it either way. But if I had gotten the donut and regretted it, I still would have had a donut. Anyway. So that was a nice little short one we had. I regret too. So that was a nice little short one. How about we go for one a little bit longer? So we were talking about Adult Swim anime at some point. We should have known. So I got a Adult Swim anime tier list. Somebody submitted one to me a while ago, but I had this one. And I feel like I can actually read of what these things are. Oh, this one's yours? You've
killed me.
Good.
That was another one of the Zelda sounds that I put in preparation for Tears of the Kingdom. Alright, so these are, I guess this is not a complete list. I do see a lot of stuff I recognize. Some that I definitely have not seen before. So, as per the usual. Not seen! Tsunami's airing the Funimation double One Piece and not for... Oh. Well, that's good. I would assume that they would. You know what they should have did? When Funimation started doing One Piece, they should have kept the theme song from from One Piece, or the 4Kids. Because you know what? Even people that hated the 4Kids One Piece dub love that. Like, unironically. Alright, anyway. It's the One Piece. No. You don't understand. You don't understand. People even, like, I knew people who liked One Piece at the time when that came out, and they were like, "This dub sucks, but I kind of love the theme song." Gotta go. Set sail for One Piece. Anyway. It came with Doremi and Ultimate. Yeah, I heard that they acquired it kind of by accident, or it came as like a package deal, and they just didn't know what to do with it. And that's what happened. But anyway, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about Attack on Titan and how much I dislike Attack on Titan. My God. So here's Big O. Big O O O O O. How do I judge this one? I did like Big O a lot. The second season got freaking weird. What if Godzilla was in One Piece? I don't know. I think there are giant characters. Hi. I think there are giant characters in One Piece that can fight Godzilla, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, of Big O. So Big O was kind of an intriguing show because it was a mecha anime, and it had like vibes of Batman the Animated Series. And had Steve Blum, and Dorothy was awesome, and there was like an era of mystery around it, and there's like this whole thing. And then season 2 happened, and like season 2, I don't hate season 2, but my God, is it fascinating and weird. It got like meta and strange and like artsy, like I don't even know how to properly describe it. I'm gonna put Big O in B for Big O. Sunrise did, yeah. It was the same animation that did some, the same company that did some animation for for Batman. It became an art. Yeah, I guess that's a good way to describe it. All right, so Black Lagoon. I have not seen Black Lagoon. I have been told it's very good. So I will just leave that at that. Now we have Bleach. So of the three big shonen anime from like the 2000s that were ongoing, there was Naruto, there was One Piece, and there was Bleach. I liked Bleach more than those. However, Bleach, unfortunately, I fell out of for the same reasons I fell out of all the other ones. Black Lagoon, really? It's that good? Well, maybe I'll have to watch it at some point. Bleach fell into that same category of like, this is taking too long. This show feels like it's never going to end, and I'm getting bored. They were running around the Soul Society for like a month. Maybe longer. Probably longer. Probably several months. The story about Strawberry about to become a magical cat girl. They have a green-haired girl, a purple-haired girl, and a character named What? Apparently I didn't watch Bleach for that long. I fell off right after the Soul Society thing ended, and then they got into filler, and that's when I was like, I don't like this show that much. I liked it, but not that much. So you know what? You're gonna go in B with Big O for B for Bleach. B for be more interesting. Okay, so this appears to be Blood Plus. This is the show based on Blood the Last Vampire, which was kind of a weird anime movie that was kind of inexplicable and came out of nowhere and nobody remembers. This anime was alright. Again, I feel like it's another one that went on too long. At least it ended. It had a conclusive ending. But I kind of liked it. So Blood Plus is going to go in B for Blood Plus. With Big O and Bleach. They can hang out and talk about B-related things. Anyway. Naruto. Is that Boruto? I've never watched Boruto. I have no interest in watching it. So then we have Detective Conan, aka Case Closed. Another show that this anime I think was going on for a long time. I think is it still going? It might be another one of those anime that just never ends. But I did like it. I mean, it's a mystery solving detective show. It had a plot point, of course, that we never addressed ever. It's still going. Really, I heard that it went on for so long that Conan started to grow up. Like he got turned into a child. Now he's like growing up again. It aired under Case Closed, and they gave everybody like American names, and that's basically how I know it. I will not put Conan under C. I will put it under B. Or, by God, please end. I wish I could put it higher, but I just can't. This is Code Geass, which is another one I never really watched. I know a lot of people really like it. The only thing I know about Code Geass is that it had a gratuitous Pizza Hut sponsorship, and Pizza Hut was in the anime, and everybody was eating Pizza Hut, and people were joking about that. Fox kids that acquire at one point didn't go anywhere. Yeah. I'm in the soup store. Why are you buying clothes at the soup store? Someone did an animation of that with Peppino and Gustavo from Pizza Tower. And I thought that was did somebody reference that with this, or I don't remember. Anyway, here's Cowboy Bebop, one of the best anime ever. We're gonna put that in S tier. Not even gonna question. Not even gonna hesitate. Just throw that right up there. Then we have Death Note. Death Note I found very intriguing. What if there was a 4 kids cowboy? Oh god, that would not work. They would have to like edit every episode. The dub is yeah, even people that don't like that don't like dubs agree that this is one of the best dubs, especially at the time, because this was what, 1998? That was early for an anime to have a good dub. Alright, anyway, Death Note, this is one I might have to rewatch, but I did really like Death Note. I thought it was a cool concept, very intriguing. I like the dynamic between the heroes and the villains. Ryuk is great, of course. I might put Death Note in A tier. This is Demon Slayer, the current popular anime, which I have not watched. Again, I hear it's good, but I haven't watched it. Now we have Dragon Ball Z, which is cool. Is this regular Dragon Ball Z, or is this like Kai or whatever? My god, we have people in chat tonight. I'm not prepared for this. Dororo over Demon Slayer. Oh, I have not watched either, so there you go. Demon Slayer literally overshadowed. Did it really? I know, I've seen this everywhere. Everybody's talking about this one. You don't hear about any. It's this and My Hero Academia are like on top right now. Anyway, DBZ. I like DBZ. I'm gonna put DBZ in A. Now we have, what was the name of it? Eureka 7 or something. I did not like this when I saw it. I saw a little. I haven't watched a lot of it, but I didn't like. It's like, I don't know. I just couldn't get into it. It's a mecha anime. There's a whiny kid. There's a girl he likes. It's like the same cookie cutter plot you see in all this other anime. Oh, but this one has the mechas on like surfboards and stuff, so that's cool. So there you go. Fooly Cooly. FLCL. Hell yeah. I'm gonna put that in S tier. Short, sweet, to the point. Very fun, very funny. Another one where the dub is really good. Mechanized surfboards. 10 out of 10. I didn't mind the sequel. Oh, for Fooly Cooly. I didn't watch either of those. Are they any good at all? Because I haven't really heard people talk about them. So then we have Full Metal Alchemist. And Full Metal Alchemist again. I'm guessing one of these is Brotherhood. Okay, so here's the thing. I've only seen original Full Metal Alchemist. I've not watched Brotherhood. I got kind of pissed because I watched Full Metal... the second one, this is Brotherhood. Okay, so I'm gonna put that in not seen. I got pissed because I watched Full Metal Alchemist. I liked Full Metal Alchemist. In fact, I'm gonna put that in A tier. I really liked the show. Then it ended. Then that shitty movie came out that nobody remembers. And then they like, oh, well, we're doing the show again, but it's gonna be more manga accurate. I'm like, what are you talking about? I just watched it. He's like, oh no, this one's different because it's based more on the manga. You gotta watch this one instead. The other one's... No, I watched this one already. I'm not watching another 50-something episodes of an anime of the same thing I just watched. I will concede that it is probably better than the one I watched, but I just got frustrated and exhausted because of this. Anyway, Ghost in the Shell standalone complex. Hell yeah. I like that. Put that in A tier. Now we have Gundam Wing, which I have seen most of, but I don't really remember a lot of it. I've never really been into Gundam. Like, Gundam is like a whole other subgenre of anime that like, you have to be like into that, you know. Gundam is its own thing. Gundam Wing was a guy, really. More yeah. I think I saw other Gundam on here. I can't tell right now. I remember liking it, so I'm gonna put it in B, but I don't remember a whole lot about it. I remember there was like the 4 guys, or the 5 guys, and then the girl who was like cold as ice. And she tried to get with the other dude who was cold as ice, and he was like, nah. And then she just got mad. That's my summary of Gundam Wing. Anyway. Gurren Lagann. Fuck yeah. Gurren Lagann. Gurren Lagann is like one of the last good anime I watched before I stopped watching anime. Because I feel like this was anime's jumping the shark moment. Because you cannot top this. This was a show where 2 mechas the size of a galaxy, the size of the universe, were fighting each other, throwing galaxies at each other. You can't... Where do you go from there? Where do you go from there? What's Death Note gonna do compared to this? What's Full Metal Alchemist gonna do compared to... Like, this was the epitome of, like, we went too big. We dreamed too big. But yeah, I did really like it. Anyway, there's Hellsing. Is this Hellsing Ultimate and not the original Hellsing? Because I will say that I did... This is another Full Metal Alchemist situation where, like, I watched the original Hellsing and I kind of liked it. I didn't love it, but I kind of liked it. And then I found out that, oh, yeah, we're going to do another Hellsing series, but this one's based on the manga. Again, same. And I'm like, but I just watched it! But I did actually watch Hellsing Ultimate, and yes, it is better. It's way better. So if that is Ultimate, I'm gonna put that also in A tier. Alright, Hunter x Hunter. Another big anime that I have not watched. I know a lot of people really like it. I know if Freakbot is in chat right now, he's probably gonna yell at me. But yeah, I never got around to watching it. Now we have Inuyasha. Boy, Inuyasha sure was a great show, wasn't it? I sure do love how they yelled each other's names at each other. You've been watching it? Okay. I sure do love how they yelled each other's names at each other, and they had the villain that they still couldn't beat because every episode he gets a little bit stronger, and then they got to go on a journey, and then the one guy gets slapped, and yeah. What the hell is this? I can't even see what this one is. Oh, it's JoJo. This is... Okay, listen, guys. I have... have mercy on that VA son. I've only watched the first season of JoJo. The one with, where, like, Dio and the guy are growing up. I've not watched anything beyond that. So, yeah. Anyway, JoJo dub is underrated. I've heard some of the dub. I do concede it's very good. Diamond is Unbreakable is the best JoJo. Really? Okay. I know there's a lot to JoJo. I know that the creator of JoJo loves, like, American music, so he names characters after American rock bands and stuff. I can appreciate that level of insanity, for sure. And I do love me some over-the-top stuff. Maybe one day I will venture into the JoJo. What was that meme of the guy walking down into the hole? And it said, the sign said, he's like, I have to know what happened to my friends. And he walks down, and the sign says, JoJo or something. One of these days I will be that guy. Kill la Kill, I have only watched the first episode of this. I never got any further, unfortunately. Again, it's another one I know people really like and it's probably really good, but I never got around to it. Lupin the Third. Which version of Lupin is this, though? Well, you know what? It doesn't really matter because the show is basically unchanged since the beginning. So, you know what? Lupin's awesome. Is that Mob Psycho 100? I've not watched that. You guys noticing how the not seen row is growing ever so slightly? Inch by inch. Then we got My Hero Academia. I'm not caught up with My Hero Academia. But, you know what? I do really like it. Look, guys. It's Naruto. Everyone's favorite. Made in Abyss. Was it on Adult Swim? Oh, look, guys. It's, Neon Genesis Evangelion. Everyone's favorite. And then we got One Punch Man. You know what? One Punch Man, I was gonna put it in S tier, but it's still ongoing. It hasn't reached its full potential yet, but it's really good. Well, how they're gonna censor some of the... Well, it's Adult Swim. They don't have to censor everything. Then we got, so here's, well, oh shoot, Little Slugger. What was the name of this one? Oh shit, I can't remember the name of this one. Shit. It's the kid with the bat, and there was like psychology behind it. He hit people when they had... I forget exactly what the deal was with this anime. Paranoia Agent. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. This was another really good, interesting one. I don't know if it's held up for me as much as it did when I first watched it, but I'm going to put it in B tier. So then we have Samurai Champloo, the other Watanabe series from the creator of Cowboy Bebop. I do remember really liking it. This show helped inspire the Boondocks show. That's where they got their intro from. All right, fine, One Piece. All right, listen, I don't know if I'm the best judge for One Piece. All right, we've been over this many times. I didn't watch a lot of it. Most of what I watched was the 4Kids dub. Just like with Naruto and Bleach, I got bored with it. Alright, I tell you what, I'll be nice. And I'll put it in C tier. Or see all the people angry at me for not finding it. I didn't hate it as much as Naruto, okay? It hasn't aged like milk as far as I'm concerned, which is what Naruto is. But alright, One Piece is probably good when you get past the first 175 episodes. Put Ed in C tier. Did I really? Alright. So now we have, this is Scried or S-Cry-D or however the hell you're supposed to say this. I've heard this anime, I have seen this, I do remember a lot of it. I've heard this anime referred to as the anime version of X-Men. And if you watch the show, you can kind of see why they would say that. I don't know if I entirely agree with that statement, but you get it. It was this is an anime where it's like, it's got cool ideas, but that's about it. It's got, like, cool things that it does, but there's not much else to it substance-wise. At least I don't remember. I mean, it had this whole, like, oppression angle where, like, this guy worked for, like, the organization that wanted to stop these guys or whatever. Oh, yeah. Yeah, B tier, I guess, maybe. It had a coolness factor. Maybe that's all it really needed. Alright, we got another Naruto. I don't know which Naruto is that. I think that's Shippuden or whatever. Shippupi Naruto. Then we have Soul Eater, which I think I've only watched one episode of. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that in not seen. I like the style of this anime. I like the aesthetics of it. But I think I got turned off by it because, like, one of the first things I saw of this anime was, like, the main character falling into the boobs of one of the other characters. And I'm like, oh, good. It's one of these anime, huh? And I was like, I don't need another one of these. Fire Force is superior. I think I've seen only one episode of that as well. Then we have Space Dandy. The dandiest man in the universe. I really liked Space Dandy. I'm going to put Space Dandy in S tier. This is also from the creator of Cowboy Bebop, if I'm not mistaken. Now we have Sword Art Online. Another anime I've only seen a little bit of. And I hated it. Space Dandy's like if you gave Star-Lord his, like, kinda. There's more to it than that, but yeah, I see what you're saying. Listen, any anime that makes a reference to Chuck Norris Karate Commandos is alright with me. Cowboy Bebop confirmed. I believe it is supposed to be the same universe. This is just, like, far in the future. Because they use the same currency. And, they have there was the episode where they found the refrigerator, which I thought was really funny. The refrigerator with the Ganymede rock lobster in it. Anyway. Same with Carol and Tuesday. Really? That's the one where they have like a band or something, right? I know you talk about that one a lot. I just never got around to seeing it. Guys, there's so much anime in the world that I don't even nobody has seen all the anime ever. There's no person with that little of a life. All right, now we have Trigun. Trigun, I would love to put in S tier, but like all of these shows I think are better, so I tell you what, I would put Trigun in high A tier. I didn't watch any of the new Trigun. Is it any good? Because they like either rebooted it or they brought it back and there was another show. And Vash has like different sunglasses or something. It's kind of weird. Alright, so next we have Witch Hunter Robin. This is a show that I really wanted to like more than I did. It's a show about witches working with like a government agency to like take out other bad witches or something. That is a cool concept, but my god, this anime was boring. It was boring. Yes, it was. Witch Hunter God, it could have been so much better than what it was, but oh. Everyone spoke in a monotone voice like this. The anime was like a walking quaalude. If you ever needed help getting to sleep, just watch Witch Hunter Robin. Everyone will talk you to sleep with their smooth, silky voices. Because there's long periods where absolutely nothing happens and everyone just talks. Like this. What a great show. They had a live-action adaptation on Sci-Fi Network. I think American adaptation. I think that basically tells you how good that was. It was a live-action American adaptation on the Sci-Fi Channel of Witch Hunter Robin, the most boring anime that ever existed. Speaking of boring anime, Wolf Rain. Now, unlike Witch Hunter Robin, which I think a lot of people have agreed has not held up well and is not as good as people saw it, the American adaptation was better. I don't think it was. Nobody ever talks about it. So, Wolf Rain is one of these anime that people love for some reason. I remember seeing a lot of people's like top 10 anime list. This was always on it. And I don't understand why. They were like, unless maybe you were into Wolf Boys. I can't see anybody getting anything out of this anime. It was so dull. It certainly did have wolves. Yes, it do have wolves. That didn't save it from being boring. Oh, God. I'm losing my damn mind. So now we come to the end. We have Yu Yu Hakusho, which is a show that I really like. Okay, here's the deal with Yu Yu Hakusho. It's a shonen anime. It has all the same tropes as all the other shonen animes. It's got pretty boys, like Inuyasha. It has tournaments, like Dragon Ball Z. But you know what this show had? You know what this show did that a lot of other shows didn't? It had the decency to end. Yes, the king of the... I know it. I know the one you were talking about. So if you want a good laugh, somebody did a cut of Yu Yu Hakusho. Well, not cut, but they did like a bunch of little clips of Yu Yu Hakusho where they replaced Kuwabara with Hank Hill. And it's fucking hysterical. Me and Freakbot watched that one day. we were fucking dying laughing. Kuwabara, this is Hihei and Karama. Hello, how do you do? So are you Chinese or Japanese? Listen here, I am a highly seasoned high school athlete. They put other King of the Hill characters in there too. Like, I think they made Dale like Tagoro or something. And there's a scene where like during the tournament they had like they had Peggy and Miss Strickland in the crowd like cheering Hank on. They got caught. Yeah, they did. he was Genkai. That's right. Oh, I want to watch that now. I don't know. Maybe I probably wouldn't be able to watch it. I don't think I can get away with it on here. I might get DMCA'd. Sorry, we own this intellectual property. We're gonna nuke your channel for watching 10 seconds of an anime from 30 years ago. Even if it does have Hank Hill's face on it. Okay. I only have 2 tier lists left, and they're kind of small. So I guess we'll do these and we'll see what time it is. Probably going to be a short stream tonight. So someone sent me this Lilo and Stitch. God, the lady sliding in there kind of freaked me out for a second. Lilo and Stitch franchise tier list. So this is like the movies, the shows, and this, which I've not seen. I think they made Bill the ogre guy, the big blue guy. I gotta watch that again. It's so funny. Anyway, this is one we can do pretty quickly. The movie, top tier, S tier. The live action adaptation will absolutely not live up to it. That's even worse for him. So now we have the movies. We have the TV movies and stuff. I'm going to be completely honest. I know I might have seen all these. I don't think I remember much of them. The sequels were great. I mean, I guess they're all right. Here's the show. The show was good. It was basically Disney's answer to Pokemon. Let's be real. So I'll put all these here for now. And then we have Stitch, the anime. Y'all should know my feelings on this. Hell, a lot of yes, like every other Disney show at the time showed up in the show. Like Kim Possible was in it. The Proud Family. Probably some other ones that had a very vastly different style and was very jarring. Kim Possible in the show was strange. Like seeing her in her normal art style on Lilo and Stitch with their art style. Yeah, Jake Long and Reese. Okay, all the shows of that era of Disney that I never watched. But I do think that was pretty cool that they did that. I wish Disney would do that more often. Like, they have so many like, they have everything under their umbrella, you know? Why not have a crossover every now and then? Even Cartoon Network did that. I mean, come on. I think Disney just does not care about their TV shows. At least not anymore. Anyway, here's the anime. Y'all know how I feel about the anime. Oh. just the setup of it alone infuriated me. And then I saw the episode where Lilo actually showed up, and that was just like the last straw. Anime down in F tier. You know what? We're gonna make an F tier just for this. Yeah. Multiple Fs. Okay, this I've not seen. Is this also bad? Apparently, audience in Japan. Oh yeah. Well, obviously they're gonna like Stitch more because that's the Japanese people love cute mascot characters, and Stitch is that. My volume is going up and down. You know why? It's because I'm like moving. I'm in the yellow on my thing. I'm not in the. I'm like peeking into the red a little bit. Oh, let me see. Hello. You know what it is too. I'm furious thinking about this. Okay, so this was the Chinese one. What was the deal with this? I've never seen this. Is this any? Surely it can't be as bad. Surely it can't be this bad. Surely. I mean, the reason why I hate it is because the very existence of this anime, the very plot of this anime goes against what made the movie good. Because why would Lilo leave? Well, she didn't leave Stitch. It was a misunderstanding. Okay, here's the thing. Here's what the premise of the anime was, for those of you who don't know. It starts out with Lilo or Stitch like running away because he thinks Lilo abandoned him, and the two alien guys are following him, and the bad guys are following him too. And he ends up on another island in Hawaii where he meets this other girl, this other whatever girl. And she takes him in. You know, they become friends. Then they have an episode later where Lilo actually shows up as an adult. So there's like a time skip between the movie and the anime. She shows up as an adult. She says, I didn't leave you. There was a misunderstanding and I didn't... Okay, first of all, Stitch would not like immediately abandon Lilo just because she was a little bit late to meet him. Okay? Secondly, when she shows up again, she tells him to go live with his new friend. He wouldn't. So basically, she's like, "Oh, I didn't abandon you, but I'm abandoning you now. You have a new home. You don't have to come live with me." She's also like married and has a kid, and her kid looks exactly like her as a kid, which is kind of weird. Oh God, I hate it. I hate it so much. I want to. Yeah. Alright, well, I don't know anything about this one, so we're just gonna leave that there. But yeah, this is good. You know what? I would dare say I remember more about the show than the other movies. It wasn't good either. Okay, we'll just put it there then. Alright, so. I have one more tier list. This one's kind of a weird one that I was given. Spooky cartoons? A little early for Halloween, but whatever. So go away, ads. Go away. You too. Go away. Another short one. So, just 4 months. Yeah. Alright, we can get our Halloween on a little early. So, a couple of these I don't recognize. And some of them I've not seen. So, yeah. Cool. Let's get started. So, Beetlejuice, the animated series. I like Beetlejuice, the animated series. Not every episode was great, but I did like the creativity and the animation. And it's Beetlejuice. He's always fun. This character looks familiar to me, but I don't think I can recall what she is. Got a lot of colors in her hair, though. Anyway, Addams Family, the animated series. Not as good. The reason I love it, yeah. Beetlejuice was like my introduction to Edgar Allan Poe as well. The Edgar Allan Poe episode, I remember a lot. That one was weird. This and The Simpsons Treehouse of Horror, the first one. Growing Up Creepy? That's what this is? Alright, well. There you go. Come back to me when you grow up and I can know what you are. Anyway, Addams Family, the animated series. I don't think a lot of people really talk about this one. Not the best version of Addams Family, but it's definitely up there. Obviously, the 90s movie... The 90s movies are top tier, but this was clearly meant to capitalize on those. I remember they had like a stuck-up neighbor or something. Like, the neighbor had a kid and he always wanted to come play with Wednesday and Pugsley. But then, like... hold on. My voice is going. He had like, he was like a stuck-up neighbor or something. Like, it was that whole situation where, like, oh, they have the neighbors who are, like, prim and proper, and they don't like people on their lawn or whatever. And then the Addams Family's next door causing a ruckus, you know that whole gag. I'm gonna put it in B tier. Okay, so I know this is like a kids show about vampires, which seems like a great idea. Then we got Courage the Cowardly Dog. I liked Courage. Again, not every episode was great, but there were some good ones. I'm gonna put that with Beetlejuice. He can stare at Beetlejuice and be like, ah! I don't know, Mummy Kid. Some Mummy Kid that I don't know. The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Which, again, I think this is one of those times where I like the premise. You've seen Mummy Kid? Is it really called Mummy? Is it really called Mummy Kid? Did I accidentally find the name of this? Anyway, Billy and Mandy. I think it's one of those, yeah, Billy and Mandy's great. I think it's one of those situations, though, where, yeah, I know, I heard it's coming back. I don't know how to feel about that. But, not every episode was great, but I did like the premise. By the way, this is going way back in my career as a content creator. But, I was going to have a character, like, that was kind of based on the premise of this show. Oh, no. Am I gonna... This is, like, deep lore that I've not told anybody about. Should I talk about it? So... Teutonstein? That's what this is called? So he's a Frankenstein mummy. Or whatever. Anyway, so... Alright. The 20th anniversary of Billy and Mandy's... Oh, really? Wow. So, Cartoon Network is bringing back Billy and Mandy along with Powerpuff Girls and Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. Cool. We're going backwards. Awesome. So, let me tell you a little story about myself and my early career as a content creator. So, some of you, it's a crossover. Oh, so they're going to be crossing over with Jellystone. Oh, I know that Cartoon Network characters were going to show up, but I didn't know they were going to be there. Oh, that should be interesting. So long, long ago in the ancient times of like 2009, before I streamed, before Rob the Casual Gamer, before my main channel, before even Cartoon Clip Show, I did a video game review show. Very short-lived. It was called WTF Games. The surviving episodes, if you'd like to watch them, are on my Patreon, if you'd want to go check those out. So, the premise behind that was, okay, so at the time, you know, that was like the rise of video game reviewers, like because of Angry Video Game Nerd, and everybody was reviewing bad games. And, you know, I liked games and all, and I wanted to do something, but I didn't want to review bad games, so I decided to review weird games. Any game that I had like a weird premise, I would review that. And one game that I was going to review, and I never got around to it. There's and if Freakbot is in chat, he knows what game this is. There's a game for TurboGrafx 16 called Devil's Crush. It's a pinball game, but it's got like satanic imagery and like monsters and stuff. It's really cool. And I was going to do a review on that. And the premise of the review was, yeah, but it wasn't called Devil's Crush in Genesis. The premise of the review was the devil was going to show up, or some kind of demon, which was of course going to just be me with horns or something, and was going to challenge me to a game of pinball. So basically, it was Devil went down to Georgia, except instead of a fiddle contest, it was going to be a pinball contest. So we would have the challenge, and of course I would win, and he would have to be my servant. That was going to be, and he was going to be a recurring character. And I was going to have him like clean my DVD collection and stuff. That's as far as I got with it, though. I had no other like long-term plans for that character, but that was I wanted him to like show up every once in a while. just for a bit. So I'm gonna, like the way the video was gonna end was I was gonna have him on the floor cleaning the contacts on like my NES games, and it'd be like, all right, when you're done with those, you got to move on to the SNES games, and he'll look up and he's like, I hate you so much. Unfortunately, that never came to be because I never again my video game reviewing era was kind of short-lived, and there's only a couple episodes that survived, and they're on my Patreon again if you want to go watch them. If you want to see what early Rob was like, not very good. Just gonna say that. How much would your devil servant be paid? He wouldn't be, because I would basically own him because I beat him in a contest. Anyway, Billy and Mandy, you know what? I'll put it in A tier just because it inspired that stupid premise that I came up with. Alright, so this is The Ghost and Molly McGee, which is another show that I've not watched. Apparently it's really good because people won't shut up about it. I guess when I'm done with Amphibia and I finish Owl House, I'll move on to this one. I do know that Dana Snyder voices the Ghost, and I do like Dana Snyder. Devil, Robert De Niro from Angel Heart, Metro Wood Blessing. And now we have Scooby-Doo, which is just Scooby-Doo. I guess this is just as a series. I mean, you know what? Scooby-Doo is like an enduring character, and it's had so many adaptations of such varying quality, from like amazing to okay to like eh. Dana Snyder does which is very really. I mean, Dana Snyder basically only has one voice. He's one of those voice actors where he has the voice, and he doesn't have to do any other voices. He's like Patrick Warburton. Or like, I don't know, who's another example of that? Trying to think. Now I'm trying to think of voice actors who only just do their voice. Patrick Warburton. John Benjamin, I guess. Tom Kenny. No, Tom Kenny's a little more versatile than that. He has range. You know, I can't really think of any right now. I'm sure there's many examples. But for now, you know what? Scooby-Doo, because of him being a cultural icon, we could put him in S tier for transcending generations. Like 4 generations probably grew up with Scooby-Doo. Jonah Scott is okay. What has he done? All right. Well, I'll look at that later. Gilbert Gottfried. Yes, that's another good example. Voices many anime roles. Okay. Yeah, Gilbert Gottfried. You just have the voice. Beastars and One Piece. Okay, well, I gave up on Beastars, and I've only watched a little bit of One Piece, and so I probably not heard his voice. Yeah, Beastars I didn't like. Okay, here's the thing. Typically, when I watch a new show, I have a 3-episode trial run, which I think is fair. I gave Beastar 4 episodes, and then I had to stop watching. I just couldn't. I just couldn't get into it. Anyway, Sabrina the Teenage Witch animated series from the 90s. I didn't watch a whole lot of this, but I do know Sabrina, so, you know, I'll put her in C tier. Casper, the animated series. Not a lot of people talk about that. I guess it's another one that capitalized on the movie, so, yeah, I'll put it right next to Addams Family. And finally, we have The Real Ghostbusters, of which you should only watch, I think, like the first 3 seasons, and after that, just stop. So because of that, you will go in A tier and not S tier. You belong in S tier. But if it wasn't for Q5, you have to stay there now. Okay, well, that's all the tier lists I have for now. It really was. It had good writing. The Simpsons parody. Oh, so, but yeah. The episode that not only parodied The Simpsons, but also parodied Married with Children. So, weirdly. I never saw that episode, but I remember Phalus's review on it. Anyway, that's all the tier lists I have for now. We have some time left. You want to do... I have some bracket fights. Let's see. We can do 2000s cartoons. You want to do 2000s cartoons bracket fight? Go away. Wait, where'd the thing go? There it is. Okay, it's not that long, thankfully. So we can do this, and we'll probably just end things. My God, stop advertising to me. I don't need a Lapras pool floaty, or a chess set, or Mew earrings. Stop it. Stop. Oh yeah, the MCU one. You know what? We've been doing a lot of Marvel, so let's maybe take a little break from that. Let's do 2000s cartoons bracket fights to appease the 2000s kids that won't shut up about about these shows. We could do I think we did a 90s one, if I'm not mistaken. We had to have, right? All right, anyway, we have Billy and Mandy and Camp Lazlo. We were just talking about Billy and Mandy. Camp Lazlo, made by Joe Murray, the creator of Rocko's Modern Life, which is one of my favorite shows. Okay, I think this one's pretty decisive. So I think we'll just go with Billy and Mandy. Next we have Yin Yang Yo, a show that I vaguely remember, with up against my boys, the Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go. See, now this show I like. I don't know. You guys are gonna have to help me. Was this show any good? Otherwise, I'm just gonna pick this. Super Robots. Yeah, I think we should just. Okay, whatever this show was, it's not gonna live up to the weirdness. It's not gonna live up to the weirdness. Okay, now we have Chowder and Flapjack. All right, admittedly, I did like both of these shows. They were very similar in a lot of ways. But, This is hard, both Chowder... Yeah. I think I like Chowder a little bit more. Like, Flapjack was funny, but Flapjack had some, like, weird, like, creepy and gross moments. Someone actually, I saw on Facebook, someone did a little fan comic of Flapjack all grown up, meeting the whale. What was her name again? I thought that was kind of cute. I think I might go with Chowder. I think I like Chowder a little bit more. I like Chowder. He reminds me of a pudgy Nico. Anyway, Kirby, Right Back at Ya, and Sonic X. Yeah, you know what? Sonic X, no. Kirby was at least pretty on brand. The King D, yeah, I admit I kind of like King D. He sounded like this. I need a monster to smash that there Kirby. Yeah, Kirby. This was a 4Kids. You know what sucks is they had adaptation, like 4Kids had adaptations of Nintendo stuff, because they had the Kirby anime, and then there was the F-Zero anime, which I really liked, but it's like impossible to find nowadays. A shame. All right, Billy and Mandy and Monkey Team. How are we gonna judge this? This feels like it could, like this. These characters feel like they would show up in Billy and Mandy. They're weird and stupid enough to fit in weirdly. Which one's more? I mean, obviously Billy and Mandy is more popular. I mean, personally, if it were, I'm listening to you guys' input, but if it was up to me, I'm picking the Monkey Team. Did you know that one of the writers, or one or two of the writers from this show, worked on the 2012 Ninja Turtle series? Billy and Mandy. Okay, you got 2 votes for Billy and Mandy, and 1 vote for Monkey. Are we really picking Billy and Mandy over the Monkey Team? That's pretty, yeah. And the animators and the animators went on to do Transformers Animated, which is very underrated. It got kind of a bad rap when it came out because of the drastic style, but All right, I guess we're picking Billy and Mandy. Sorry, Monkey Team. You're still the best as far as I'm concerned. Oh my goodness. Look at this matchup. Who eats more? Chowder and Kirby. Iconic Chowder, really? All right. I guess we're picking Chowder. Chowder. All right, now we have Billy and Mandy and Chowder. Cartoon Network fight. Who are we picking? What is even on the other side? I can't even tell. Tough one, yeah. It kind of is, really. I think, I don't, personally, if it was up to me, I think Chowder was a little more creative and fun. Like, I liked, in Chowder, I liked when they did, like, different mediums other than the anime. I also liked the, I forget what it's called, but when they had, like, the clothing was, like, masked, and they had, like, a background in the back. Like, every character had that, and it was, like, they were all different. And then Chowder had, like, they had, like, different mediums. Like, they had stop motion, and they had, like, puppets, and chroma screen, right. Chowder is considered the world record for breaking the fourth wall. Really? Is it really? Breaking joke where they showed the voice. Yes! Oh, I love that. That was great. Okay, my mic is peaking. That was great when they ran out of budget for the show and they had to have a car wash. Okay, you know what? Just for that joke alone. Chowder wins. All right, next up we have whatever the hell this is versus LT Gray. Okay, I have not seen either of these, so this is all on you guys. Flawless victory. LT Gray. Cat Scratch. Okay, oh, it's Cat Scratch. Okay, yeah, I've heard of that. Remember LT Gray the most. I do like George Gutierrez's style. I never watched LT Gray, but I've seen the other stuff he's worked on. And he does have a very distinct style to everything he does. So LT Gray, Book of Life, yeah. Yeah, Book of Life was great. Alright, I guess we're going with LT Gray. And now we have Jimmy Neutron and Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. I've seen Foster's. Jimmy Neutron, I had a cousin who was really into, a little cousin who was really into Jimmy Neutron. I don't know anything else about it otherwise. Okay, Foster's, Jimmy. I mean, I would pick Foster's just out of default, but really, you're gonna go Jimmy? Jimmy nowadays a meme. Yeah, his like dad is a meme or something like that. Foster's. All right, I'm thinking Foster's. God, I hope the reboot is good. I mean, McCracken's working on it, so maybe please don't suck. All right, Foster's. Oh, how dare you? How dare you? How dare you? How do you even... What is this matchup? Come on. Shouldn't we call it a revival? It depends on if it's gonna actually continue or if it's gonna... Or if they're gonna do something different with it. I know. I mean, I'm feeling like Avatar should... Avatar is like one of the best shows, period. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to go with Avatar. Yeah. Clone High is great, but it's Avatar. How do you even? All right, now we have Total Drama Action, which I don't think was in... Was that the 2000s or was that 2010s? Also, where did that come from? Oh, it was in a bracket by itself. Alright, Total Drama versus El Tigre. Late 2000s? Okay. Didn't feel like that long ago, huh? Okay, alright. Alright, fine. It just made the cut. Alright, so... Voting for Total Drama. 2 for Total Drama, 1 for El Tigre. Yeah, I guess they couldn't think of one more show. The problem is it's Total Drama Action. Like, in my opinion, Total Drama didn't get any better than that first season. Ben 10. Yeah, they could have put Ben 10. I guess, I mean, it is a very short list, so... Alright, people are voting for Total Drama over El Tigre. Alright. Alright. And now, how do we judge this? Admittedly, this is kind of why I like the bracket fights. Because it's like, they put two things against each other, and you're like, what? I mean, obviously Avatar. Okay, Avatar is going to be the winner overall, isn't it? Yeah. Sorry, Fosters. Do we even have to debate? Do we even have to? I mean... Yeah. Yeah. Alright, but now what do we do about this? Avatar for the... Yeah, I mean... It has to be Avatar. I mean... You gonna put Avatar up against Chowder as much as we love Chowder? It's Avatar. Boy, Avatar just kind of zoomed its way into first place. I didn't even realize it was on the list. I couldn't see what was over here. I mean, yeah, it has to. Chowder gave it a good shot, though. Look what it had to beat. It had to beat its counterpart, Flapjack. It had to beat Kirby in an eating contest, and then it had to beat Billy and Mandy. We did 80s, not did we? I'm gonna have to go back and check because I could have sworn we've done so many different like tier lists and bracket fights of like stuff like this. It's hard to keep track. All right, I don't think I have any more shorter bracket fights, so we can delete that. Doing 90s cartoon bracket. Okay, I mean, okay. DreamWorks villain tier list. I don't remember. God, we've done so many of these. I don't even remember what we've done. Y'all got to go back and watch the previous ones to let me know. Because, like I said, we seem to be running short on things to bracket fight and things to tier list. So, like, we might actually skip next month for the tier list. I'm not entirely sure. But if we come up with some good ones, we'll do another. There's an increase in popularity with DreamWorks villains. Yeah, I've heard about Puss in Boots too. Yeah, still gotta watch it. It's on the list. Hey, Miitopia music. That makes me happy. All right. Maybe we'll just end things. You checked. It was 8. Okay. All right. Well, if we do another one of these streams next month, we'll be sure to do that one. As per usual, if anybody finds or makes any tier lists or bracket fights, just send them to me and I'll bookmark them. I still have a couple left over. Yeah, I think we're good for tonight. We'll end on the Miitopia music in the background. So this is fun. Like I said, if anybody finds any more, just go ahead and send them my way. I will be back Monday with Tears of the Kingdom. We'll be playing that for the foreseeable future until we take another break, I guess. But yeah, thanks for joining me. Please give me a follow if you haven't done so already. And go to... Thank you, Skeletor. I like the juxtaposition of Skeletor and the Seinfeld music for some reason. Anyway, yeah, send me tier lists and bracket fights if you have them, and we'll see if we'll have enough for one next month. But yeah, thanks for being here. Give me a follow if you haven't done so already. Go to Rob the Casual Gamer where I upload all my streams, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It helps the channel. Executive producer, thank you. Thanks for being here, and I will see you guys later.